Hello, I'm Dani. Welcome to the workshop. In today's tutorial, we will talk about reference geometries, reference planes, reference axes, and reference mates. A reference geometry we can need in many different cases. For example, we need an axis for circular pattern, or we need a reference plane to start a new sketch in different position, or we need a reference plane to make a mate reference. For the axis, you have few different ways to make. It's pretty intuitive. You can choose either two planes, and it will create an axis where these two planes are crossing each other. You can pick a line or edge. It's an edge. I'll show the sketch. So here, when you pick this edge, it will create axis there. Or in the sketch, you can pick also some line. You can choose between 2 points, and it will create an axis there. Cylindrical face, and it will create an axis in the middle of the cylindrical, and the other is between a point and a plane, or you can choose a different point and a plane. So this is about the axis. Also, sometimes in modeling, as I said, you need a reference plane. I will show this again. For example, for this cut here, I needed a plane which is perpendicular to this line and coincident to this point. You make it easy when choosing both. You can make it on a distance or coincident or parallel to different faces and planes. Now we will move to mate references. I have created an assembly in which we will have something like a box and a lid. The box is already placed and aligned in our assembly. So what I have to add are the other components. When you don't have mate references, you have to place them somewhere around and then add mates. What you can achieve with mate reference is to make all this process easier. When you want to make a mate reference between two different bodies, to snap all the mates, you need to name it the same way. So for example, between this part and the top, I will name the mate reference fit. I open this part, add the mate reference. My primary mate reference is here. I would like to have it coincident and anti-aligned to the face that I will pick from the lid. Then the secondary reference should be a plane which is parallel to this face, but is on distance 5. And the third is parallel to this face, but is on a distance 5. For now, I will close my mate reference because my top is 5 millimeters bigger in any direction. Here is where I will need a reference plane on distance 5 millimeter to be able to make my mate reference. Actually, I have already created the planes. Now I will show them. We are going back to edit definition. As a secondary, I pick this plane, choose coincident and aligned. Then this plane again, coincident and aligned. Rename the reference to fit. And then I save this part. Now I can hide the planes. Then I go to my second part. And here we have to add also a mate reference. As primary, I use this face, coincident and anti-aligned, just to rename to fit. Then a second reference, I choose this one, coincident and aligned, and this one also coincident and aligned. Please be careful not to mix up the order of the faces. Check the reference name to be the same. Now I can save this part. And for my third part, I need also a mate reference. It's much easier in this case. I just pick this edge, leave everything as default, and then say OK. When we go in our assembly now, and we want to insert components, I have some leftover mates, I will delete them. Now, when we insert our top, as you can see, it's directly snapping to its mate. We don't have to do anything about it. I can make it also float. As you can see, these are all the references that we have defined. It cannot move in space. And now we can insert also this component. All we have to do is point some edge, and it will automatically be aligned with both the face and the hole. And this is how you use mate references for easier build, especially when you have parts with a lot of use. It's very comfortable to preset the mate references. And now we are ready with reference geometries. The only thing left to know for associate exam is understanding different drawing views. This I will show next week. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for the channel to support me.